Every time we attack someone, or every time we run away from a risk, or it's better to call it an opportunity, is we are what we are doing is we are moving towards a temporary relief of something that we want. When we talk, we many times when we attack a person, when we talk trash about some person, many times there is it's obvious that there is something behind the attack. It's something behind those hurtful words. There is a gap of something lacking, and many times what is lacking is it's something related to love. Many times it's something that we want to feel understood. We want to feel love. We're looking for understanding, for comprehension, or something related. So attacking another person is a way of feeling like that's like a cheap shot of painkiller, because that for a moment that's a temporary release of the pain that we are feeling in that moment. We think that we're gonna feel better attacking that person. It could be we might envy the person, we might be jealous of that person, so we attack that person, and we think that because we're attacking that person and putting out there facts, like making that person look like that person is not as perfect as other people might think they are. In our eyes, it can be seen like that. Like, okay, if you guys think this person is so perfect and is so happy and is so cool, take this. What about this and what about that? And what is that? Is just a call, pretty much, from us for something that we are lacking. And I would say that pretty much all the time it's something related to love. It could be self-worth, it could be self-love, it could be our self-image, it could be many different things. But what that does is that just gives us a temporary release of that negative emotion that we can be having. Like I say, it can be envy, it can be jealousy, or something related, and it's just temporary release that after the moment we know, even though even we might make our point, we might be able to make our point clear about that person and convince the other people that yes, that person is not as perfect or as cool as they think he is or she is. But when that moment is gone, the truth is that what we did, putting that person down in front of other people and sometimes convincing them that that person is not that cool, what we did, that is just temporary. The truth is that that moment is gone, and eventually we go back to feeling the same way. That gap that we have in our core, there is a wound in the core. There is something hollow. There is something that is missing there. It's still there. Our hurtful words do not fill that gap. It might make us feel good for a moment, but the truth is that our hurtful words do not permanently fill that gap. And I'm saying permanent, and I'm actually glad that doesn't fill the gap permanently, because that will be something dark within us. That will be something that is not gonna bring good to us. So it's very important to pay attention to anything, and that doesn't happen not only with people. That happens when we're not taking risks. That happens when if I don't want to take a risk of writing a paper or something that then I'm gonna have to read in front of the whole classroom. We are taking we that is just a temporary relief of that. But again, the gap that we have inside us that doesn't let you, or doesn't let us be bold or daring and say, you know what, I'm gonna write the article and I'm gonna read it in front of everyone. It's still gonna be there. So when we run away from, not from, call it risks, but the truth is there are opportunities. When we run away from risk or opportunities and we don't do something, the only thing that we are doing is we are just taking a temporary shot. It's a temporary painkiller for us. It's not something that is going to solve the main problem. Because as soon as that moment passes, as soon as that moment is gone, we're going to feel it, we're going to see it, and we're going to know that the gap, that gap between, in that hollow space in us, that core, that wound in the core is still there. So and it could be even worse, because when you don't take the opportunity to write down that paper and then give a speech, someone else will do it. And when you see that person the next week giving the speech in front of the classroom, you're thinking that could have been me. And you know that if that will have been you will have been that will be the real healing of the wound in the core. And that's the only way to do it.